Alright, what's going on everybody? So Bandai Namco dropped the launch trailer for Gentle and La Brava today, and at the end of the trailer they announced a second season pass. Wasn't holding out a lot of hope for this, but I'm glad that Viking aren't just going to abandon the game and start working on a sequel. Season 2 will include 5 new characters, but we obviously don't know who those characters will be. The trailer stated that we'll be getting new villains and new heroes, but I expect that we'll be getting at least 3 or 4 new heroes. One of which, unfortunately, has to be another version of Deku. I'll be surprised if they don't add Air Force Deku into the game, and I expect him to be the next character since we just got Gentle. I'm hoping that I'm wrong, because I honestly don't want another Deku and would rather save that slot for another character. The second character that I think that they will add for Season 2 will be Miriko, the rabbit hero. And please forgive me if I'm mispronouncing her name. I believe after Air Force Deku, they would want to add characters that are relevant to the new anime season. And from what my friend told me, Miriko plays an important role in Season 5. Add on to that there's a lot of fan demand for that character, and I think it's safe to say that she's a lock, that it's a done deal, she's going to be in there. I'm not too familiar with the character, but from a gameplay perspective, I think the only thing that would make her unique is her jumping ability. I don't know what she has done yet since I haven't read the manga. I don't read the manga, I just watched the anime. But from what I've seen, she is just like really powerful and she has like really strong legs. So from a gameplay perspective, I'm not really expecting her to play drastically differently from other characters, but she'll just be a powerhouse that does a lot of kicking, I assume. I know a lot of people want 100% Bakugo or 9, but I wouldn't get my hopes up for them. I'll be surprised if they add any more characters from Class 1A. Hanta Zero and Sugarman would be probably the easiest to implement, but probably not the most interesting to play as. For example, I imagine Hanta Zero just playing like a mix between Twice and Aizawa. Maybe they could do something with Sweets for Sugarman where you activate his quirk temporarily, but after using it for a certain period of time, the character falls asleep, much like how Denki gets dumb after using his quirk too much, and then that would just leave you open for attack. Anyway, I expect at least one character from the current anime arc. I could see them borrowing a lot from Aizawa's moveset when it comes to Shinzo, since he uses a scarf just like him, but from a gameplay perspective, I'm worried he might play too similar to him. I think that it would all come down to how they decide to implement his quirk and persona chords. I was thinking that maybe you could use his quirk and persona chords to manipulate opponents or impair their movements by instructing them to stand still or move away or toward you. Monoma is a character that sounds good on paper, but I think would be very expensive and require way too many resources due to his copy quirk. He would essentially be this game's version of Kirby. For Class 1B representation, I could see them doing characters like Ibari Shiozaki, Juzo Honinuki, or Komori Kinoko. I could see Juzo's quirk working similar to Shigaraki's, except you would be able to slow down or temporarily immobilize your opponent instead of damaging them multiple times if they are within range of the quirk once it's activated. I think they could do something really interesting with Komori's mushrooms, and Ibari's vines would make her a great long distance character. I would love for them to add Senkaibara. I think that his gyrate quirk would allow for some really long combo strings. As for the villains that they could add, I just don't really know. The only character I could think of is the improved version of Nomu that Endeavor fought at the end of the last season. That's pretty much all I can think of off the top of my head. I'm trying to avoid looking into Class 1B students because I'm trying to avoid spoilers. The trailer says summer 2021 and we got E3 coming up within the next couple of weeks, so I expect to see an announcement real soon in regards to the next new character. Assuming the developers are sticking to the same 2-month release cycle, we're probably going to get the next DLC character in late August. Anyway, let me know what characters you want them to add for Season 2, what characters that you think that they will add, and thank you guys for watching. I'm out of here. Peace.